Here we go. Take off flaps. And into the sky. Gear up. Marvellous. Check for no mid-air collisions. So bank left. Lovely. Someone wasted ammunition there. Pull back on the throttle so I don't overheat in the engine. I don't want to fly too high just in case I get attacked. Well, camouflage would be a little bit. Not like this European Medal of Britain camo's going to hide me from anything. See any black dots or any enemy aircraft just yet. Who knows what that was? Oh. Just keep an eye out for anyone going to dive on me. But I'd imagine it's going to happen fairly soon, though. They seem to be far to the right. Just keep an eye on my radar to make sure no one's going to get on me. Going in for the attack run. How well will this bomb run go? Ready? Drop. Oh, great! Terrible flying equals self-harm and damage. I'll go in for a quick strafe and then I'll fly back to base and hopefully get some damage repaired.
The victory is near.
That'll do for now. Actually, there's no one nearby. I'll go in again. Or will he finish it off? Ah, he finished it off. I'll head back to the... I could try and head back. I know I've got some serious damage on my right wing. Plane seems to be flying decently. Just keep an eye on any frisky fighters. Still got a sizable air fleet in the air, so I think we're doing well. A fellow hurricane flying across my nose. And he crash landed, the good lad. Right. Status on the airfield. There are 2 bombers up ahead.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Take him down.
Where's that airfield? Emergency airstrip. Should be dead ahead. Just FW200, which is one of the German bombers.
Somebody cover me.
I would if I could. Right, just beyond that river should be the emergency airstrip. Sure. I've got full power. Regardless. I think I see the airship. The plane's going to get repaired anyway, so I might as well go in. Now I'm getting close. Dial back on the throttle. Ready for landing procedure. No, I feel like I'm coming in a bit hot here. So cut power. Now engage a tiny bit of power and align myself appropriately.
Returning to the base. Negative.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Can I do a decent landing? Probably not. Alright, I'm dropping like a stone. This is going to go end badly. No! Huzzah! You landed. But I'm still going to get repaired. A landing's a landing.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
And you can tell my pilot's shaking from fright. Because nothing says a good landing like one that you can just crash and end horribly. Lion King 3. It's my favourite Lion King film. Oh well. Well, that was not very much of an action, was it? Fly for 5 minutes, bomb at target, crash land, but still a victory. And 11th place, just like I predicted, of being a terrible flyer. Marvellous. Right, again, flying this marvellous aircraft. speaking of Hurricane, I think it's probably best if I talk a little bit about the Hurricane. It is made by the Siddeley Hawker Company, well, just Hawker. That's why it's called Hawker Hurricane. It was the Britain's first operational monoplane in military service. I think it's like 1933, 1934-ish. And Hawker, when they produced this aircraft, was quite clever in that rather than using a lot of like doing a lot of retooling, they used a lot of their pre-existing tools that they had to produce this plane. So if you look at the Hurricane and look at, say, the Hawker Nimrod and some of the other biplanes up to that point, you'll find they look very similar. Reason being, like I said, they were using the same tooling. It's not until they have to come to make the Hawker Typhoon that they produce different tooling to make an all metal construction. Because the Hurricane is the front half is of metal construction. The rear half is fabric. But it's got thick wings, so it generates a fair bit of lift. It's fairly lightweight because of its half and half construction. It can take a lot of punishment because it's mostly made of it's half made of canvas, so that saves on weight. And also, if an armor piercing or an explosive shell hits that part of the plane, it's not going to detonate. Well, unlikely to detonate because there's no hard surface. Just as long as it doesn't hit any control surfaces for the rudder and elevators. They say because it has thick wings as well, it's a stable gun platform, and near the end of its operational life, the ones that weren't sent to the Soviet Union were used as fighter bombers, and then once the Typhoon was then put into service, the Typhoon replaced the Hurricane. And if you look at some of the Arctic convoys, they did have Hurricanes on some of the ships on a rocket-powered I want to say sled, but it's not. Yeah, it's on a sort of a sled, but on like a boom, and it gets rocketed up into the air. Unfortunately, on the Arctic convoys, there's nowhere for anyone to land, so that's a ditch in the sea.
040, 1500 meters.
Lindy Bates is a good video on that, so check him out. And if you want to learn a bit more about the Hawker Hurricane, the Imperial War Museum on their YouTube channel has a good video on the Hurricane. Better than I can ever explain. But growing up, there's two camps when it comes to Battle of Britain fighter planes: Hurricane or Spitfire. I've always been a Hurricane guy, though I can appreciate the Spitfire for what it was. Might fly one in a bit, but I'd rather do a bit of fighter bombing at the moment. Get a bit warmed up for flying. Don't like him up there though. Hopefully it's just flying straight and level, not deciding he wants to pounce. Oh, fair enough. A few bursts of 12 303 machine guns seems to do the trick. Oop, they made that mistake again. Huzzah! Bombs on target. Slow down a bit. Of course, there's no. I'm left alone here for the time being. Just be careful where I point my aircraft. If you wonder what controls I'm using, they're Thrustmaster controls, the HOTAS system they've got. Oop. And complete with rudder pedals. So I've got a flight stick, separate throttle, and rudder pedals.
Returning to the airfield. Returning to the base.
As long as I've been alive for a while. Right, I'm going to stop strafing that because I'd rather not waste my ammunition on destroying things that machine guns probably can't destroy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly more or less to the airfield again. With an eye out for danger.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Well, they're really going out tooth and tongue, aren't they? I'd rather not get involved. In that I can turn, you know, in real life anyway, the Hurricane can turn relatively tighter than the 109. I'd rather not get into a dogfight because my aerial gunnery is shocking. Ooh, that doesn't look good. He's had a few hits. If I fly over to the coastway... Oh, he's shot down. That's not great. I'm the nearest fight. Never mind. Victory roll! Not quite. Well, that went well. Also, if you're wondering why I wear the cap indoors, it's because it's for my IR tracker. And that's what these things are about. Right. Let's go to hangar and see what's happened. Glorious Hurricane. You can see how I mean by how thick their wings are. That's what allowed them to have so many machine guns compared to the Spitfire, which would have 8 303 machine guns and then move on to the Mark V. Well, the later Mark II, but apparently it's the Mark V, I think was the first. Pardon me. The Mark V, which was the one that had the more refined configuration of 303 and Hispano 20mm cannons. This is the tropical version because it's got the scoop. I think it's some sort of like dust filter. So, oh yeah, and speaking of Nimrod, taking a look at the Nimrod, it's got a similar profile to that of the Hurricane, just that it's a biplane. Is there any other examples? Not the Gladiator. No, on this it doesn't really show you too much. If I was to here we go. Yeah, you can still see there's a similar profile going off. Anyway. So, I can try and be more offensive and fly a Spitfire, but usually doesn't go well when I go into aerial combat. Is there any other aircraft I can use? Not yet. Right. I'm going to risk it and be in the Spitfire Mark V. Excuse me. Right, I don't really have anything. Oh, I do. Definitely air targets. And I can't change that just yet. Right. Onwards to battle.
Attention to the map.
So go left. That's what they're suggesting. There we go. Gear up. Ooh. A Focke-Wulf with Japanese markings. Right. Let's follow the crowd then. There's a Japanese Zero. Wonderful planes. Dial back on the throttle a little bit so I'm not going to overheat the engine. Wait for combat for that. Is everyone going left? There's two groups, left and right. Sometimes it's safer to be with the rest of the herd. But I'm not sure how effective that is. This game looks lovely. Right, we're going to be in for a fairly long flight, I believe. There's a Dorney up ahead and a B-26. ME-410, that's the Night Fighter variant. I say variant, it's its own plane, but it's more or less a an ME-110. But the 410 is I think it's more or less like it's almost a purpose-built night fighter with remote control, sort of. Rear guns. I shouldn't have any aerial collision. I'll just drift over here in case they need assistance. The Wyverns usually, people that fly those usually are competent enough. Yep, down he goes. I think I'll select the B-26 then. There looks like he's being shot up at long range. I think I'll leave them. It's those two chaps down there.
The enemy is winning.
I could try and get him. It's far too high for my liking. I'll do then. Oh! Okay then. I'll go for the PPJ then. No, that is watching me intently. I don't want to... It said that was a critical hit. I don't know how critical that hit was. I've got a few hits to the engine cowling, but no hits to the engine itself by the looks of things. Oop. So I'm about to go in for that attack again. Hopefully I'll get pounced on. If I stay up high like this, it's harder for him to get a hit. Here we go again. Oh, clever.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Right, Hail Mary. High aspect shot. Ay, ay, ay. It's getting some serious hits on me, and I've got a fuel leak. Oh well. I'll go in for one more pass. If I get shot down, I get shot down. I'll give him all the gun service. He's going down. Huzzah! Though now I've got some serious damage and I'm too close to the enemy airfield, so... Oh. I might end up having to ditch in a moment. I'll try and gain some height. The engine's dying. Yes. Can I stay alive? Just. Holy moly. I got a kill. And luckily the game finished before I died. Huzzah! Any highlights? Enemy destruction moment. Oh yeah. I shall save. And then unlock stuff for my Spitfire. Yes. New airframe. Definitely cooling. Go for the engine cooling. And how far am I? Oh. Ah, seems all right. Get in there. Right, I'll do one more battle. And then I'll call that a stream there. And I think I use this chap with the 4 cannons. So then I could do a bit better bomber intercepts. So obviously the Hurricane can take more punishment. Not sure whether the War Thunder employs that, but the cannons hit definitely hit hard. And hopefully I can unlock some stuff. Full throttle and flaps to take off. We're a little bit late to the party here, but oh well. I just need to work out where their bombers will be wanting to go. Try and gain some height. I believe they'll be tempted to go right, to their right, but they could also be just as tempted to go to the left, where there'll be less, as if they can less of our guys over there, but we shall see. As well, I think against ground targets, these cannons will do a bit more damage, so even if I don't get any chance to do any bomb intercept, at least I'll be able to do some ground target attack runs. I believe that's a bomber highlighted up there, along with a couple of fighter aircraft. Is it worth going over there? There is a lot of enemy force over there. I'm not flying very fast. Oh, that's why. Let's put my gear up. Now the speed's picking up. I wonder why I was going a bit slow. And my flaps. I forgot to put my flaps up. See? Terrible flying. I feel like I'm heading towards imminent danger, so I'll bank right and change course slightly towards the majority of friendlies, but by the looks of it, I think a lot of our friendlies are not faring too well. I'm going to defer to the right. This is one of those matches though where I feel like as soon as I get into combat I'm going to get shot down straight away, because there's a lot of fighter aircraft on their side, and they've got decently accurate pilots in charge of them. SB2C, I can take care of them. I don't want to go head on though. He's not going head on. I don't think he knows I'm here. Oh, he doesn't know. Huzzah! But now I think I've stumbled into that gaggle down there. I don't want anything to do with them. As this 2C, as the hell diver goes into the ground. Huzzah! Second kill of the stream. 3 ball, that'll make me an ace. There's still some friendlies around, which is surprising. Oh, they're not AI pilots down there. Ah, bugger it. Why not? Oh, he's giving me some shots. And he's on my tail somewhat. Come on, Hurricane, use some of that lift you've got. No, IR tracker, be good. Oh, no. Only if I didn't lose control of my aircraft temporarily. Then again, if that was the other guy, which I think it was, they were, yeah. 2 against 1 usually doesn't go well. But at least I got a kill. It's the main thing. And on that note, I'm going to call it there. I hope you enjoyed. And, well, for a first proper live stream on Twitch anyway, it's not been so bad. Anyway, I shall see you hopefully next time. And goodbye. Dee-dee-dee-dee.